abundantly clear that I have not made a YouTube video in several months because I didn't even check to see if my camera was still zoomed in, and it was, but regardless, we had a solid leg session. Incredibly fatigued from earlier this week, but we still got in, got it done. We have a stacked agenda today and a lot to discuss in this video. We will get to that a little bit later because right now I smell horrible. Slight change of plans. So, long story short, we have a wedding to attend of a fraternity brother and close friend of mine, and met my son. We do like a big brother, little brother thing in the fraternity, but we call them sons, fathers, because it's cooler. Met my son AJ here in St. Louis for some drinks beforehand, and we have been doing that leading up to getting ready, so now we're getting ready for the wedding. Have no idea what footage I will capture, if anything, but I do want to talk about my training and my fitness in depth at some point in this video. I don't know what will be filmed. We're gonna have a wedding at the zoo. I have no idea what that's gonna be like, so I'm gonna be just as surprised as you guys are. So, yeah. Need about one more of those, and we'll get ready. It is now much later in the week, much later than I anticipated finishing this video. I've got groceries to put away, food to eat, because your boy is mad hungry after a long day at work. Before we do any of that, can we give some love to the fit pink shirt for the spring? We got the Bend Your watch from the Amazon, skinny jeans, brown belt, brown shoes. I mean, we are just killing it today, man. Stash, hair done, nail done, hair done, everything did, as they said back in the day. But if you can't tell, it's very hot in here. I'm sweaty, I'm hungry, I got some shit to do, got some shit to talk about. But we gotta do that after I eat, because otherwise I'm going to get very hangry, and that's just not a pretty sight. Groceries, eat, change, talk.
Hotbox in the summertime on a runaway. Why is it the right time's always in the wrong place? Honeymoon trip around the sun, it's a long way. You can pick the flight path, promise we'll be right back. The elephant in
Dinner is served. We got a spicy Asian wrap with some orange ginger marinade, some ground turkey, and some broccoli slaw. Travis S. diet hack from years ago with some sweet potato fries seasoned with some Slap Your Mama seasoning. And I would talk to you guys while I eat, but I am A, incredibly hungry, B, pretty sweaty, and C, I can't really gather my thoughts when I want to eat when I'm hungry, so I'm gonna throw this back and then we'll chat. Fun fact about me, I love to just randomly dissociate on TikTok, so after a couple of hours of doing that after dinner, I remembered that I had to film this clip. So before I wrap the video up, I wanted to discuss what fitness in my life will look like on this channel for you guys and what it looks like for me moving forward for the foreseeable future. For the last like 3 months or so, especially when I first started getting back in the gym after my injury recovery, when my PT released me back in February, I've been doing everything at an incredibly slow pace. So not only how many days I was originally in the gym, how many exercises I was doing, the types of exercises I was doing, everything you can think of in terms of strength training, resistance training, functionality, movement, mobility, etc., etc. Everything that I was doing was incredibly slow paced, and I was focusing on contracting the muscle as best as I possibly could and really get my mind-muscle connection as strong as I possibly could. That way I could, relieve some of the pressure that I had. The pressure that I did have was self-created, but just kind of relieve some of that stress and allow me to build up confidence in movements that I know that I could do, and I know I could have done at a higher weight at the time, but I didn't really want to overdo it for fear of re-injuring myself. So take the other leg day, for example. I filmed a couple clips of single leg press and some leg extensions. Everything that I've been doing, super slow tempo, pauses at the top, very minimal sets, and I'm getting as much out of those sets as I possibly can because I'm doing them so infrequently. And now I have ramped up my training, and I'm damn near at about 100% of what I was pre-injury last fall. Still taking it slow, still being probably overly careful, but I'd rather do that and see progress a little bit more slowly than put myself, in a place of panic or anxiety or stress just to train more or train heavier or train more often, whatever it may be. You know, I was able to hit 315 double overhand grip, still feel super weak on the deadlift. Things don't always click every day, but recovery has been incredibly speedy. For reference, I started out in February not even barbell benching, and I just barbell benched 205 pounds for a top single last week with no pain. So with all that said, my progress has been pretty honestly incredible over the last couple of months, given how long I took off training and how little exercise I actually did between October and given how little exercise I did from end of October into middle of February. So I'm definitely impressed and surprised, to say the least, with my progress and my recovery process so far. That being said, I've spent so much of my fitness journey, if you will, I've spent so much of the portion of my life that's been dedicated to fitness and health, focusing on aesthetics first, or, you know, I want to get stronger, but I still want to have visible abs, or, oh, I gotta cut this summer because we're going to the lake, but in the winter I can bulk up a little bit again because I can just put a sweater on. And not only do I think that's kind of dated and trite, I think for someone like myself who is used to overly restricting when it comes to food and having a negative relationship with that, I think that it can kind of turn into this back and forth, yo-yo, spin the wheel, whatever you want to call it, style of dieting and living, where I'm not really enjoying myself in the moment and I'm not really enjoying the process of training. I'm just doing it for a specific purpose to look shredded for a week and then drink it all away, you know, like just for 1 week on the lake or whatever it is. It doesn't really make any sense to me. So what I've been doing over the last several months and what I plan on continuing to do, honestly, indefinitely, is to fuel my body. You know, I'm not shredded. I don't look like every other gym TikToker fitness influencer on YouTube at all. But I'm, for the first time in a long time, enjoying the process of strength training, enjoying the process of fueling my body and not tracking every calorie that I put into my body, and really learning to love myself. As cliche as that may sound, it has been a huge, huge key to success in my mental health journey over the last several months. I will discuss a little bit more in depth about my diet and my eating habits and things of that nature in the next video. I just wanted to kind of clear up what training will look like for me moving forward, what you guys can kind of expect to see when it comes to gym footage of me. You know, am I gonna look the best? No, but I promise you I'm feeling better than I ever have mentally and emotionally, and I'm really getting close to feeling better than I ever have physically. I feel mobile, I feel strong, I'm sleeping well, I'm eating well, I'm hydrated. Overall, I just feel so much better than I ever have with fitness in my life, and I'm incredibly excited to continue pursuing that and see where that takes me. So I can feel myself starting to sweat here in this hot office with no airflow, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up here. I know it was kind of a crazy video. I was supposed to film the wedding, and I'm glad that I didn't because it was stupid hot. It was very small, very intimate. I was gonna film the bar that we went to beforehand, but I'm glad I didn't because we walked there, and I don't know. It was just kind of a crazy weekend, and then Sunday we had the crawfish boil with my family and Cassie's family, and that day kind of flew by because I'll be honest, I was pretty hungover on Sunday and had a little too much fun at the wedding. But I promise you, YouTube videos will start to look more like they did several months ago with better content, and I'm going to continue improving the content that I create for you guys. So with that, I'm going to wrap the video up here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, like that video. Your boy is back and better than ever, feeling very excited for the future of the channel. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already, and with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Wipe this sweat off my face. Peace. I just spit. I don't know if you guys saw that.